Back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, the winning car of Jeff Gordon has been raised onto the victory platform. Second place goes to Dale Earnhardt. Here's John Kernan.
Well, Dale Earnhardt talking to all the media. We'll listen in for a second, then we'll get our question in.
Wilkesboro, but you know, the tires, I just punished the heck out of him trying to run him down. I was doing some good there, and then I got caught up in some lap traffic, but you know, that's the name of the game, is be there where you got to be there, and we weren't there at the end.
How about you got a special day tomorrow?
Yeah, we got an open house at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. We're going to have a big day down there, so running good today pumps everybody up for tomorrow.
But Dale, considering the last few weeks you've gone 12 races without a top 5, and then boom, this has to feel almost like a victory, doesn't it?
Well, it does. It feels real good. The team needed this. They needed a shot in the arm and things to turn around, and I can't say enough for them for this race car. They did a good job. We really had to take it easy on these tires. The tires were a factor, and racetrack's so wore out, and definitely wasn't going to get a new pavement for this last race. So we just had to take it easy on the tires and do the best we could, and manage the tires is what it was all about.
That's Dale Earnhardt's second place finish. Let's go to the McDonald's Winner's Circle interview with Dr. Jerry Punch.
Well, Jeff Gordon getting ready to climb out of the car. They had been racing at North Wilkesboro Speedway 22 years when Jeff Gordon was born in 1971. And now he gets his first win in the final at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Rick Hendrick is Carl Rennie congratulating him. What an emotional moment here. A young man who is charged to lead this sport in the next century writes the final chapter on a racetrack that was there at NASCAR's beginning. Here is Jeff Gordon out of the race car.
Yeah!
Well, Jeffrey, what an effort as Brooke comes in and gets a big kiss from her husband. Jeff, what an outstanding effort today.
Man, I tell you what, this team is awesome. You know, we just tried to save tires all day long, and I had to change my line on that last set of tires. I learned a little something from Dale Earnhardt today. You know, I'm always learning something from him, and he had a little bit better line around there, saving tires a little bit better. I could be real quick on new tires, but it'd fade on the long runs. And man, I tell you what, the guys just did a great job of adjusting that last set of tires, and it was perfect. You know, again, want to thank DuPont Automotive Finishes, Quaker State, Coca-Cola. It was a great day. The Lord was certainly with us today.
I heard you tell Ray when that last pit stop came, you're not sure you could run with Earnhardt in the high line off turn 4, but when the green came out, you took off.
Well, you know what happened was I had such a good start there, and the tires came in so quick that I got out there and I got to adjust my line and start searching. And, you know, right there before we came in, actually, for that last pit stop on tires, I adjusted my line to see if I liked that outside off of 4. And I started arching a little bit higher coming into 1 and shooting straight off of 2. And, man, did it work. You know, Burton come up on us, and I was trying to save it and not push it too hard. But then once we got in traffic, man, that thing was just awesome.
You've been in the record books for a lot of reasons. You're going to be in the record book for the winner, the final winner at Winston Cup Racing at the Wilkesboro Raceway. That's got to be special.
Such a special. That's why I'm so excited, because, I mean, this is North Wilkesboro. I'm not supposed to win at North Wilkesboro and Martinsville. I don't know what's going on. It's been crazy this year. But to be the last race, Winston Cup race that's going to be here, you know, it's like you feel sorry, but at the same time, you know, you're elated to go down in history in the record books. And I think these fans saw a great show today. That was one heck of a race all the way to the finish.
A special young man wins a special race, the final one, at a special place. Bob?
Yeah, we need a thumbs up from Jeff Gordon. The 1995 NASCAR Winston Cup champion has been named third quarter nominee for the NASCAR True Value Man of the Year Award. He has just won his third in a row and fourth in the last 5 races. Jeff Gordon, Victory Lane, certainly seems to be a place he's familiar with. Now, the True Value Man of the Year Award is based on a combination of on-track and off-track community involvement. The winner will receive $50,000. It'll be split between the driver and his favorite charity. Jeff is involved in several charitable efforts, including the Leukemia Society of America, the McLeod Addictive Diseases Center, Easter Seals, and the National Safety Awareness. So Jeff Gordon, a third quarter finalist for the True Value Man of the Year Award. Back with more in a moment. ESPN Speed World today has...
This portion of today's race is brought to you by Midas, the way it should be.
You're watching exciting NASCAR action on TSN.
Well, you can see there's a lot of emotion, not only in the garage and the pit area, but in the stands as we say goodbye to North Wilkesboro. The winners in the final weekend, well, Ted Musgrave was our first winner as he won the Busch Pole Award here on Friday in a session that was interrupted by rain. Yesterday, Mark Martin drove to victory in the Lowe's 250, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. And today, in the Holly Farms 400, it was Jeff Gordon writing his name into the record books. We've had a lot of special moments here in these parts of North Carolina, but perhaps none more special than it occurred 1 year ago today when a driver came back from terrible injuries here at North Wilkesboro.
The easiest answer to that is my comeback. It was rather exciting just being back and going to the racetrack. I actually raced the Winston Cup car and the truck all at the same time, and I did a lot of testing at Wilkesboro. It was an exciting day. Probably the thing that really sticks out to my mind is when we went out to qualify. I mean, I could see people standing up, but it was unbelievable because I could hear the fans cheering me on when I was qualifying. I mean, the noise and the motor and everything didn't drown the fans out.